Hey, shalom everyone, this is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and welcome to the Daily Drash. Today's Daily Drash, I'm going to be reading Psalm 87. Now, wherever you're born doesn't mean that's necessarily where you're from. Now, I'm not trying to use up screwed up logic where people say, well, I'm really a woman in a man's body. Nothing crazy like that. But spiritually speaking, it doesn't matter where you're born. It doesn't matter physically where you're from. It matters spiritually where you're from. And the psalm reads, his foundation is in the holy mountains. This is talking about Mount Zion. This is talking about the Temple Mount. Adonai loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. So we know that this Temple Mount, this Mount Zion, is where God has chosen to place his name. This is where God has chosen to dwell. On the Temple Mount between the cherubim of the Ark of the Covenant. Glorious things are spoken about you, city of God. Okay, so now Jerusalem is called the city of God. It's God's city. Jerusalem means city of peace. Verse 4, I will record Rahab, which Rahab is a reference, a veiled reference to Egypt. I will record Rahab and Babylon among those who acknowledge me. Now, in the scriptures, we always have bad things to say about Egypt and Babylon. Egypt enslaved us, and Babylon is a great pagan city that led us away from God. But what it's saying here is that there's going to be people of God that will be born in Egypt and will be born in Babylon. It doesn't matter where they're physically from, because spiritually their origins are Mount Zion. Spiritually, they're from God. They're of God. And it goes on to say, behold, Philistia. Well, the Philistines were one of the greatest enemies of Israel. Tyre, and also Ethiopia. Wow. We know that when the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered, we know that Judah and Levi went to Babylon, and that the 10 tribes were taken off into Assyrian captivity and were spread all over the world. And as to this day, they are still scattered worldwide. And a lot of them has been found in the nations of Africa. Ethiopia was a greater territory than what it is recognized now as the nation that it is. It was a wide swath of Egypt. So it's saying that, to go back, it says, I will record Rahab, Egypt, and Babylon among those who acknowledge me. Behold, Philistia, Tyre, and also Ethiopia. This one was born there. So I believe this is kind of hinting that, that there will be people of God that are going to be born from all tongues, tribes, and nations, that they're going to be born in places all over the world, but really their heart, their soul, their spirit belongs to God, belongs to Mount Zion, belongs to the Temple Mount, that their heart is drawn there like a moth to a flame. Yes, of Zion it will be said, this one and that one was born in her. The Most High himself will establish her. Adonai will count when he writes up the people. So it doesn't matter where we're scattered around the world. God can take a census. He knows who we are. He knows where we are. He knows who's his and who's not his. He knows whose heart is for Zion. He knows whose heart is for God. No matter if you were born in Babylon, Egypt, or the United States, or Canada, or Venezuela, or North Korea, wherever. Verse 7, those who sing as well as those who dance, all my springs are in you. So I believe that Psalm 87 is kind of a prophetic psalm, in the sense that it's speaking of not only the lost 10 tribes of Israel, how even though that they're scattered and born in different parts of the world, that their spiritual origins are from the Hebrew people, are from the Israeli people. They are from God, from Mount Zion. But I also believe it's speaking of those who will be grafted in and become part of the Commonwealth of Israel, because their heart is for the God of Israel, and their heart is for the Israeli people. Because there's other prophetic passages that God says that he will call Egypt and Assyria my people. And so that, wow, that is such a powerful reference and a powerful verse. So anyways, thanks so much for listening, guys. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and Shavua Tov. Abraham'sDescendants.com, getting back to the first century in a 21st century way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button, as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at Abraham'sDescendants.com. Thanks. Shalom. Thanks for watching. Stay connected by subscribing to our other social media accounts and visiting our website at abrahamsdescendants.com.